Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Folks and What We Know. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why are you putting off starting your YouTube channel. You keep waiting till you got something to do, or waiting till you got something to show, or maybe you have fear of the camera or something. Well, don't wait, don't put it off, just do it. It'll get better over time. My first channel, I put 100 videos up, 100, before I ever got monetized. And after that, it started becoming easy. Now I run 4 YouTube channels now, and this one is Old Folks and What We Know. It's a brand new channel. I only got 5 or 6 videos up here, but it's gonna grow, I know. But if you're thinking about doing YouTube, and you got any kind of skill, you've got a skill if you're an older person like me. I'm 71, and you could get out and do demonstrations of things. I've actually got a demonstration of me pulling up a large tree with my backhoe on there. And today I've got a new grease gun that's electric, 18-volt battery from Ryobi, and I've got some accessories I ordered to go with it, and I'm going to do a video for my other channel to demonstrate them. But it's things, people go on YouTube looking for knowledge or to gain information. Maybe you're a doctor or retired. You can go on there and talk about some of the medicines and procedures you use and what's good for your health. If you're a lawyer, you might want to go in there and look up some of the new laws. They change them near about every month. You go in there and quote some of the new laws. I watch a lawyer channel that keeps us up. If you're a retired CPA, help people with financial affairs. And it don't take nothing but your time. You can do it with a cell phone or a camera. I'm using a little camera called a Sony Handycam. They don't cost that much. They're very clear. They got great auto on it. They pick up good. They got great, they're in 4K. So it's a great camera to have. Now, it will pick up a lot of noise outside. The fact is, I'm only a couple of miles from the interstate, and the day's the day before Christmas, so you can hear the cars, I'm sure, because, boy, yeah, that interstate is packed. I just went up to Walmart a while ago to get some medicine for my mother. She's 100-year-old, turned 100 last week on December the 19th, and she's doing okay. She had to take high blood pressure medicine, and that's about all that, and once in a while a pain pill for her foot. She's got arthritis, but she still walks around. But if you know something, tell it, and don't be scared to start your YouTube channel. And let me tell you, don't be scared of failing. You won't fail if you start off by teaching a skill that you already have inside you, your knowledge, let people know what you do. I promise you, you could be a handyman, a carpenter, show shortcuts, demonstrate tools, or you might like to fish, make fishing videos, or you might go quail hunting or something, or rabbit hunting, do rabbit hunting video. But if you got a hobby, show your hobby. And if you got special skills like me, my channel that is successful mostly is a music channel where I teach steel guitar, a regular guitar, and keyboard and synthesizers. And just from doing that, I've nailed down some contracts with some big companies that do commercials. So I'm writing commercials for Old Spice and Kentucky Fried Chicken and some other people that I'm not going to name, but I'm not going to name them because I don't want the market to get flooded saying, hey, I can do it better. So if you got a secret, there's a lot of things you don't need to talk about on YouTube. You don't talk about your financial situation. You don't want to talk about your personal problems, you know, unless you are going to talk about them in a way to help another person overcome theirs. You don't want to talk about someone you dislike or you like. You don't want to talk about, I don't want to talk about politics, and I don't want to talk about family and friends or somebody I don't like, I leave them alone. And there's not too many people that I don't like, because I like people anyway. But anyway, if you're putting it off, don't do that. Go ahead and make a couple of videos and look at them, pick out the best one and put it up and see what happens. It can only go up. It won't go down, I promise you. And you got to upload at least once a week is what I recommend. Now, I'm having to upload nearly every day for a different channel for different subjects, because I've got another company called Country Cuz Marketing and News that's pretty much based for my hometown. I go out and show businesses and talk with business people, and I've already getting them they're paying me to make commercials for them and put on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So see, I didn't have that in my mind when I started it. I was just going out doing a channel showing businesses what's in town. And then they started approaching me. And also I got another channel, I write music. And I also write music I got a channel called Heartfelt Studios. I write music for mostly weddings, birthdays, and believe it or not, the most music I've wrote lately is for the funeral home, for funerals, personal eulogy for people, and story of their life, and things like that. So you got a special skill building you somewhere, you need to use it, you need to get on YouTube. YouTube's a wonderful place. Just don't come in here with a bad attitude or nothing like that. Be nice, be polite, and people will be nice and be polite back to you. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I have people actually sending me money all the time on YouTube through my PayPal account, because I got a little link down at the bottom of it. I don't think I got it on this channel yet, but I'm going to wait till it builds up. But anyway, that's just donations. $10, $5, $20, $100 the other day, $150 one day. You never know. But it's a good way to get out and connect with people. And I tell you something else. Don't go asking your family and friends about should you start a YouTube channel, because that's going to be your biggest letdown, because they're going to think you're crazy. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just keep it a secret and put it out. There's billions of people in the world looking at YouTube every day. So you don't have to have approval from your family and friends. All you need is self-approval. Approve it for yourself. Go out there and do it. You can't make nothing happen if you don't make it happen. It's not going to fall in your hands. It's not going to fall in your lap. You got to get out there and make it happen. I tell you, that's a fact. I know some of my biggest regrets when I was young was being afraid to buy something or start a new business. I might be afraid that it might fail, but it didn't fail. And finally I went ahead and done it anyway, and it went to success for many years. But also I grew up wanting to be a paid musician all my life and was in several bands, never got much money. But then after I retired at 62, it happened. But it happened in a strange way. I'm doing it all by myself. I'm writing the music for the people out there. I'm teaching the lessons out there and stuff like that. And there's some knowledge you got. I know you got a skill of some kind. Think back, what kind of work? Was you in law enforcement? Talk about law enforcement and look up some of the new laws and talk about the do's and don'ts. Talk about how to meet and greet people. You know, there's many jobs out there. You might be a manager of a big store. Tell people how to manage stores. I know from experience, and I'm going to talk about it. I went through some big companies one time that had some greatest managers in the world, up to a point that we had one bad apple come in and he blowed the whole store up and everybody quit. And then they hired people that didn't have the knowledge of what they was doing, and the store went downhill something bad. But the corporate office, which is a big company, they finally got wind of it and fired him. He was gone, and they put a lady in there now that's just turning it around and doing great. So you can talk about life experiences like that, but YouTube ain't gonna be against you. Make some good thumbnails. That's the first thing. Learn how to make a thumbnail and put up there with a name, at least explaining a little bit what the video's about. And then right on the bottom on the transitions and all that, right where they are, but have a good title. So thumbnails and titles is a great start. And of course you got to have something like a hook, like pull people in and talk to them in a way that you're talking to a friend, like I'm talking to you, and let them know that you're doing this not for you but for them. And you'll be successful on YouTube. I know a lot of people that started off just simple video and it blew up immediately. You don't never know. There's billions of people out there hunting information on YouTube, and you might just be the one they've been looking for all their life and didn't know it. You didn't know it. So you got to make your videos to connect with them. YouTube's a great place. So, with that being said now, I want to wish every one of y'all a Merry Christmas. This is December the 24th on Christmas Eve, and I'm out here on the back side of my barn. I'm getting ready to grease my backhoe, and I've got the bucket jacked up because some grease fittings are completely stopped up. See how I got it? But what I'm going to do is actually make a video on how to unstop grease fittings and get them back working with not much effort at all, because I know that secret and skill, because back in my younger days I was also a mechanic. My daddy owned a garage. So I know a lot about these things, and I know a lot about a lot of everything. I know a lot about managing a store. I own the store, I own the company. I'm a certified gunsmith. I know that, but I hadn't told nobody or put no videos out about it or nothing like that. I've been in law enforcement before, know something about that. And I owned a trucking company for many, many years. That was my biggest success. And I help farmers, and I do small farming here, gardening mostly, but also I owned a photography company, and I did photography work for TV stations, newspapers, and stuff like that. So I've been a busy man all my life, worked for a large hardware store, a big chain, and I'm going to tell you about that later on. That's where the manager come in and made the store a failure, just cause he didn't like. He come from Las Vegas, and he come to a little town like we live in South Georgia, and he hated the town, and he told us up front when he first day he hated the town, and he never did try to connect with the people in the town. He stayed in his office twiddling his thumbs all day is what I would say. But you can make it happen. You can have success, and I promise you, don't be afraid. Take that first step. Don't tell nobody. Just let it happen. They'll find out later in life. But go ahead and go for it and be yourself. Do it. YouTube is a wonderful community to connect with. And once again, Merry Christmas, everybody.